Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gillesmansillon. I come to speak about different spiritual ideas. I'm going to pull one card to see what the card of the day, the oracle of the day. I pulled the card to see the tone of the reading before I started doing this recording, and it was the card of the blessings, the miracle that can really happen. And the card of the day is peace. So it is about cultivating this inner peace, finding this seat of peace within ourselves to make peace. As long as we, it is very important to transmute all of those lower energy to find this inner peace. We have to understand every time we come into an incarnation, we had many lifetimes before that, we are given a little bit more access to cosmic truth. Up until the time where we have enough access to cosmic truth, we can move from temporal impermanence to the eternal permanence of the invisible world. For every mission, every lifetime, we also choose on a new creative mission. It's always new. We choose to explore a new realm, and we came with a different mission. And we also are given right now the ability to balance out the energy, the past creations, and we have accumulated a lot of knowledge, but we also have to undertake the effort to balance out the energy of the miscreations of the past life. For us to be guided wisely and with a pure intention, for we have to master one of the third ray, the three first ray. We must master all of them, but there is one of them that is even more powerful, for the first ray of divine will and power. So ask that you utilize this divine will of power with love, with compassion, and for the highest good of all, to master the second ray, the pink ray, that we can, the divine love, that is the receptive, the mother, the blessed mother, who's the mother of the universe. And this pink ray, you can really utilize it everywhere. It is very soft. It is very, you can send it into the heart of people don't have to let them know. It will do them good. And the third ray of the yellow, the active intelligence of the yellow flame, for that is the yellow light I'm working with. And so it's like also to understand that some people will deny that. They say, well, I'm strong enough, I am all powerful, and I don't need anybody. They reject the spiritual world. But a lot of the entanglement and there is a lot of entanglement from past life and from the miscreation of our past life. The only way to get to actually transmute it is to call on the help from spirit and the angels, the great archangels, the ascended masters. For they don't have permission unless we give them permission to assist us in those transmutation, and we'll continue to use the violet flame of forgiveness, the flame of transmutation, the seven ray. And ask that this violet flame be activated in a permanent way within yourself to the utmost of what cosmic law will allow. For there's this cosmic law. For each ray is focalized on one aspect of the law. They have different aspects of the law as we ascend. We need to really become more aware and sensitive of our chakra system, our subtle body, to adopt an attitude of gratitude for the appreciation of balance. For we've been the light is eventually going to come. It's going to overwrite all of the memory and reorganize them so they don't make us suffer. We'll see them as valuable lessons that we need it. For it is a bit cynical, ironical, but a lot of beings on the higher planes, they live in a realm of light and love, and everything is given, and they have no suffering. But they're very envying of us that's the down here during the time of shift and darkness. When actually sometimes I find myself a bit envious of those who are working behind the veil. But they also have work to do, and because they realize the unity consciousness, and they ask to work with all those collective. So it's like it should be recognized as an honor to be here right now. I'm going to pull a few cards of the Angel Tarot. So the past is family, to realize we are one human family, but there are beings within our friends are also family in some sense. We connect, and we have a soul family, a soul group that is guiding the flow of our life. What we are now is a knowledge. We're really integrating the deep knowledge that is being bestowed upon us. And what is coming in the future is justice. Justice is the act of will of God that will bring, that will straight up the crooked, that will fill the empty, that will empty the full. And so it is about allowing this to continue to call on your highest good and the freedom of the planet within the peace, to stay within the seed of peace. What we're working on now is unity consciousness, unity with Source. My Father and I are one. To unite with your guides, to unite with the company of heaven, and to unite with the forces of nature as well. They ask that the trees and the mineral give you this power, their power. For the people don't realize. They say, well, they have a very narrow vision on what life is. To be alive, you need to have a brain and a head and 2 arms. They don't realize trees with their roots are just magnificent living beings that were created by the Creator. Minerals are living beings. Animals are living beings, and they are invisible elementals and all kinds of beings. So we can utilize the forces of nature sometimes to ask a tree to give you some of his serenity. He's accepting the flow of seasons. He's like, draws in to everything he needs, and also to unite with other people. Yet to cut out from your life those who are really not, all the energies that are not favoring your highest good. Not to reject it, but not to give it power, so that you don't have to spend your whole days to identify all of the darkness in the world. And what is coming in the near future as a result of this unity is to find the peace, to find the rest, the rest, the relaxation. So meditation is very important, and conscious breathing will continue to be very important for the breath. It's called prana. The breath is like has 4 major steps. It's the in breath, the still point on top of the in-breath, the out-breath, and the still point on the bottom of the out-breath. And so you can visualize a figure 8 that circulate or in the navel, or in all the chakras can have this figure 8. It encloses within this realm, and you can visualize an energy, an 8 energy within your heart that circulate for every ray. Every chakra, we have to sense the feeling state of our chakras. For there is one ray that is dominant for us. Yet every Shohan, every ray is commanded, is controlled, supervised by 2 Elohim, 2 archangels, and 2 Shohan, 2 ascended masters. And each year, the ascended masters, the Shohans of each ray, they are very focalized on one aspect of the law, each of them. And so they're the sponsors. They come before the karmic boards, and they're sponsoring advanced students to see how many are authorized to incarnate within this ego world in order to advance the program of the earth. So it was Serapis Bey was saying, our friend Serapis Bey from his temple in Luxor says it's really an honor to be chosen. And also that to see that the only way to ascend is to ascend through this sacred ray that from where we came in. We came in within this dominant ray. For me, it's like yellow. It's the third ray. But we're learning to integrate all the ray. For the white light of the Creator is enclose all rays. And so it is the way to ascend is the activation of the sacred fire that ignite the light body that will come when it is the right time. And for each ray, it keeps a very portion of the calling of the cosmic law. We are called to write the last page in temporality and to move into the realm of immortality when we're ready to become master of that ray. For we do have to master the 3 rays in an event. The first ray of power, first ray of divine will and power, the second ray of divine love, and the third ray of divine active intelligence, wisdom. But understanding the masters are forbidden to speak through the veil unless they are invited. So and fulfilling our destiny is really much the return to the known form. For we spend centuries in devotion to externalize the knowledge of that truth of God. So it's like there is a lot of work has been done. We've accumulated a lot of knowledge. And understanding the love of God is a given to all. This is just a matter of accepting that we are loved just as we are. Yet ascension is it has to be earned. It's like we have to work on our ascension, and there is a certain work involved. We want to decree that darkness has no power over our light, no power, and it has no power unless we fight against them. If we fight against the dark, we neglect our own power, we neglect our own light. For darkness is appear to be so dark but it is made to be like that in order to create a questioning within the third dimensional ego world, for people to question the whole reality. It's so obvious, but they need to question the programs of the dark, and to become aware, and so recognize that the Christ power is within you. So the Christ power is within you, and we thank the dark forces for the awakening that they are providing. For they have the bad role, and although they believe that they are in power, they don't have that much power, and so. The light within me, and this light within you, just say the light within me does not need any more of this darkness. Does not. We stop giving our power. As long as we fight against the dark, it's like they still have the reason to be here. But if we send them love and light without emotional detachment, we thank them for their service. They will step aside. Everything will fall down. Will fold. For God allows the fight between good and evil, between light and dark. He loves that. God is love. He loves that. But God is like it's a process of evolution. He utilizes that even within each and every being. So let the divine light within your heart, and to transmute all that is darkness. Even those who are vaccinated, you can just say this vaccine will not hurt me because God protects me, and then instantaneously try to avoid it, but if it happens, if you call on this power of the divine, it will not affect you negatively. And if there is fear from that, then it can be dangerous. But if you know you are protected, this power within is very very powerful. This power of God that we have within ourselves is the power that created worlds and galaxies. Nothing dark can affect me, and the light within me is all powerful. Also understanding that nothing that is artificial or pollution will be able to evolve into this new energetic field of the earth. So it's like so we're gonna have to rethink a lot of the other way we create structures, living and habitats and roads and technological system, transportation system. For time is a substance, it is a commodity, and we all have the same. So we want to align our chakra to the time, to the time of the time that is here and now. So it's like if we find an alignment of any one of our chakras, we can align all of them. And so which chakra is aligned with the time, and balance the others. For form is impermanent in any event. What is permanent is the eternal non-form, the spirit. The Buddha discovered the eternity of being in the apex of nirvana, the nirvana of being. For it is important to activate our inner light and open our third eye, because when we want to turn within, we can see, we can activate, we can visualize, we can activate this light and see this inner temple of light. It is a sanctuary, and you will continue to activate. For me, and to find this seat of power and peace within ourselves. For me, my seat of power is very strongly in my sixth chakra, but we need to have our seat of power in all our chakras, and eventually to activate it, and to feel the activation of your chakras, and to ignite the sacred fire. For it is good to work with that and continue to work with the prana, the breath. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wanted to wish you a good day. There is a great deal of celebration. For do not let any of the darkness to be to interfere with your light. For the light is more powerful than the darkness. Darkness cannot penetrate the light, but the light will penetrate the darkness. It is a soft power. Yet it is very powerful. And so I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I thank you. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. I have a few messages I need to respond for private sessions. And thank you for your donations. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song that came out of the pile. It's an old kind of romantic song from the 90s, I think. It's called I'm Gonna Be. When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm working, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in from the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I grow old, well, I hope I'm gonna be the man who's growing old with you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm lonely, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely without you. When I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. And when I come home, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. I'm gonna be the man who's coming home to you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Would walk 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. So it's somewhat of a love song to say, well, I'm ready to anything for love. But romantic love is very, very powerful. Although cosmic love needs to be integrated as a river that flows through our heart, eventually we're gonna access this new great this great. The more and more our senses are becoming attuned, and those higher planes are becoming available to us. And the card of the day is the King of Raphael, generous, source of inspiration, and enthusiast. Look at the situation in its globality and allow others to deal with the details. Your experience leads to success. You are caring of others. So it's very much to burn everything before us, to change skin, to be flexible, to adapt, to continue to stay in this focus, to stay focused on this end game. It's the end game that we're working on now, and so. Do not be distracted by any of the temporary illusions that the ego mind still wants to play, and focus on the love and the light, and love yourself, bless yourself every day, call on the creator within yourself. I thank you very much, wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.